The Battle of Cannae, Hannibal's genius against Rome, the Roman Republic, the greatest superpower of its time, invincible on the battlefield, until they met a man named Hannibal Barca. In 216 BC, he would execute one of the most brutal and brilliant military maneuvers in history. The Battle of Cannae became Rome's worst nightmare. The Second Punic War was raging between Rome and Carthage. After his daring march over the Alps, Hannibal had already crushed the Romans in several battles, but Rome refused to surrender. In the summer of 216 BC, they assembled an army of 80,000 men, the largest force they had ever deployed, their goal to finally destroy Hannibal. But Hannibal had other plans. The two armies met near the small town of Cannae in southern Italy. The Romans, led by consuls Varro and Paulus, formed a massive, dense block of soldiers, believing their superior numbers would overwhelm Hannibal's smaller army of about 50,000 men. Hannibal, however, had arranged his troops in a crescent formation, with his weaker center pushed forward and his strongest troops on the flanks. It seemed like a mistake, but it was actually a deadly trap. As the battle began, the Romans charged straight into the center of Hannibal's army. His lines slowly gave way, drawing the Romans deeper and deeper into a tight formation. Then Hannibal's elite cavalry crushed the Roman cavalry on the flanks, leaving the infantry completely exposed. At that moment, the Carthaginian forces on the sides began closing in. The Romans were now completely surrounded, trapped in a deadly circle. With nowhere to escape, they were slaughtered. However, Hannibal's victory at Cannae remains one of the greatest tactical masterpieces ever executed. Even today, modern military commanders study his strategy as the perfect example of encirclement and annihilation, a battle that changed history, a general whose tactics are still legendary. This was the Battle of Cannae.